Mesachas Nedarim Daf Pei. The Gemara on Daf Ayin Tesem Beis discusses the two klolim of Nedarim that a husband or father could be mefer. Nedarim, his wife or his daughter. Dvarim sheish beino nefesh, or dvarim beino libeinah, something that hurts so. And the Gemara explains the difference is that dvarim inui nefesh, when the husband's mefer, he's mefer the neder entirely. However, beino libeinah, he's only mefer the neder in regard to what it affects him. However, once she gets divorced and gets married to someone else, it's chal the original neder. There's a tremendous machlekes rishonim in the beer of this halacha. The Rosh over here says that it's chal the neder after she gets divorced is only when she gets married to the second husband is it chal the original neder. However, if she gets divorced from the first husband and she could be chayzer and get remarried to the first husband, then the Hafarah is still kayam. Then that's not chal, because he says it's not mistaver that after they will remarry, it'll be chal a Hafarah and a bittul on the neder by itself, since the original husband was made for the neder, and once they get remarried, it's bottled the neder. It's not mistaber that the neder will be chal after geirushin, and once she returns as a wife to the first husband, it'll be bottled the neder without a Hafarah. So therefore the Rosh says, Al-Korchoch, that the neder is chal is only when she gets married to a second husband and she's not fit to get married to the first husband again. However, the opinion of the Rambam is not like that, and the Rambam learns that as soon as she gets divorced from the first husband, the neder is chal. And the Karen says, Al-Koch see in the Rambam not like the Rosh, and that although at the time of the geirushin the neder was chal, after she gets remarried, it'll be bottle the neder memelo because of the original Hafarah. It's tzorichi, and how does the Rambam answer the horror of the Rosh, and what's the beer in the machlokes? Ein the sefer shiuri in hatalmud that explains the beer of the machlokes is according to the Yesod. They mentioned the Shir El and Daf Samach Test that explains the sheet of the Rambam. And ein Hafarah ach Hafarah means the Hafarah of the husband or the father was made at the time that there was a hakama, and it wasn't royal tziruf, and the Rambam holds that the father or the husband that made the Hafarah, and the Hafarah was bottled because the inui if he can't make another Hafarah, and it's tzarchin because the original Hafarah wasn't roy because it's inui. So why can't he make another Hafarah? So the Shiri and Talmud proved for many rayas a tremendous Yesod in the Geder of Hafarah. The Hafarah is not the pshat that it's mevatel the neder. Rather, the Geder of Hafarah is that makes a chalois and a shem Hafarah in the neder, and the neder that has a Hafarah is memela bottle. So therefore, even though the Hafarah wasn't able to mevatel the original neder, nevertheless the Hafarah is still kayom and tzchal adin. In the original neder, the neder has a Hafarah to it, and therefore he can't make another Hafarah later. Ayin Shom, they brought many rayas to this Yesod, and previous shurim they brought rayas to this Yesod. So according to this, he explains that's the beer in the Rambam L'shitosoi, that even though at the time of the geirushin, the Hafarah was technically bottled, the neder was chal, because the Hafarah was only beino, how much it affects the relationship to the original husband. Nevertheless, the Hafarah is still kayom in regard to that the Hafarah will be mevatel the neder when they get remarried. And he explains what's the understanding in the Rosh must be that the Rosh holds that a Hafarah that's not mevatel the neder is bottle. However, he asks, that's hard to understand because the Rosh before and of Samach Zayin learns like the Shita of the Rambam that you say ein Hafarah acha Hafarah. So you see, even though the original Hafarah was not royal, it's siruf, and therefore was nispatel. Nevertheless, it prevents you from making a second Hafarah. So you see, Al-Korchoch, the original Hafarah wasn't bottled. So he explains the beer in the machlokes Rosh and the Rambam is that the Rosh learns that although the Hafarah that was made originally by the husband or the Baal, and then the Shutiv made a Hakama, It was not royal tziruf, nevertheless there was chal and megas gayas and miklish kolish on the neder. So since there was chal and megas gayas and miklish kolish, so therefore it's kayim the Hafarah, and it prevents the second Hafarah. If the Rambam holds that even if it's not chal and megas gayas and miklish kolish with the original Hafarah, there was already a comma from the shutif. Nevertheless, since there is a Maisa Hafarah, and that even though it wasn't chal at all, nevertheless a Maisa Hafarah is chal in the neder, even though it does not mevatel the neder, it's chal in the neder, and therefore it prevents a Hafarah acha Hafarah. And it's also hativ the Rambam l'shitosai that after geirushin it's chal the original Hafarah. Moving further on, the Karen Oira declares an interesting suffix, and that the Gemara says that by Dvorim beino libeinah is only chal Hafarah, how much it stares the husband declares. What's the halacha? According to Rav Rishonim that learn that the father could only be made for Dvorim beino libeinah and in nefesh, not like the Rambam that mentioned the Shil El and Daf Samaches that learns that a father could make for all Nedarim. So declares according to Rav Rishonim that a father could only make for beino libeinah. What's the halacha if the father's made for beino libeinah and then afterwards the daughter leaves the reshus of the father, and should be bottled in neder the same way. When the wife leaves the reshus of the husband, the Hafarah is bottled. So who adin? When the daughter leaves the reshus of the father, then the Hafarah should be bottled and tzorchin, because every daughter at the time of Nesuin, even if there was a Hafarah by Ava Oros, nevertheless it should be bottled the Hafarah at the time of Nesuin v'tzorchin. And he declares further, and that the Gemara knows declares by Hafarah, if it's megas gayas or meka that's an oiker and it's mevatel the neder from the time of the original Maisa neder. And the Karanari asks that by Dvorim beino libeinah, since it's not mevatel the neder entirely, because after geirushin it's chayzer the neder. So he says akorchach, since it's not mevatel the neder entirely, so by dvorim beino libeinah you shouldn't say that's mikra okar. And he declares further, according to Belezer, that you could be made from the Nedarim before you make a neder, and it's not chal the neder. What's the halacha legabe dvorim shebeino libeinah? Since the neder is chayza and chal when she gets divorced, do you say that if he was made for neder before and the neder was never chal, so if the neder was never chal in the first place, then it's battle forever? So the Karen says that it could be, even though the neder was not chal originally, nevertheless it could be chal on a later period of time when it's not anymore beino libeinah. But he asks, if that's the case, then why can't he be matfis someone else on the original neder? V'ayin shom they bleibt tzorchit. Moving further on, the Gemara's mavur that the machlokes Rebbeisi and Rabbanan is if she makes a neder hanos v'chitza layla oilom erchatz hayoyim, and the Rebbeisi hold nivel the chadyoyim is loishmei nivel. The Rambam says that dvorim she till inui nefesh, that the husband could be made first, no matter if it's inui godol, inui koton, and echad inui shehu zman meruba oilefi shah hakol mefer habal. The Rambam's mavur that even on neder of inui nefesh, that's for a small period of time, nevertheless it's considered a neder of inui nefesh, and the husband could be made for. And the Kesef Mishnah says that the raya of the Rambam is from that the Rebbeisi holds nivel the chadyoim aloishmei nivel. It's mashma that the Rabbanan argue on Rebbeisi and hold even a nivel the chadyoim is considered a nivel. So even a neder for one day is considered eating nefesh, and the Kesef Mishnah says that the Rambam understood since one day is considered eating nefesh, so who did even less than one day, even for 1 hour, is also considered eating nefesh. Einun Cheshloima from Shlomo Zalman that says it could be the raya of the Rambam that even a short period of time is considered eating nefesh, from the fact that the pasuk says by Yom Kippurim v'nisim nasnafshei seichem, and it's mashma that the entire day of Yom Kippur is considered an inui, even though at the beginning of the day that he just ate and he's not hungry, nevertheless any isser from achila is considered eating nefesh. And Shlomo Zalman declares 2 interesting Sfeikot according to this chiddush of the Rambam, that even an isser to eat for a short period of time is considered eating nefesh. And Shlomo Zalman declares, what's the halacha If a husband wants his wife to eat something and she says she's full and she doesn't want to eat it, and she makes a shvua she's not going to eat for the next half hour because she doesn't want to eat because the husband's forcing her to eat something, could the husband now be made for this shvua that she made that she won't eat for the next half hour? This shvua was made for her own benefit because she does not want to eat. And it's mashma the Rambam, the any neder not to eat is considered eating nefesh. And over here, the neder was clearly for her own benefit and not to honor herself. And then the Psalm class another suffix. What's the halacha if she extends the Isser Yom Kippur and she is moisif not to eat Erev Yom Kippur a few minutes before Yom Kippur? Do you say that's considered eating nefesh, even though she's not hungry anymore and she's anyway not going to eat because of Yom Kippur? Do you say that's considered eating nefesh? Because the Rambam's mashma any time that she was neider not to eat, it's considered eating nefesh for tzorich and v'zeh.